Hey, this is Harris here from C4E Tech along with my co-host Sundar, and welcome to another episode of Ash Answers.
Ash Answers is a show where we answer your questions that you tweet out on Twitter using the hashtag AshAnswers. Without any further ado, let's get to the questions.
How much time does it take you to make a video? The complete process.
It differs from video to video. Reviews in general take a lot more time than a regular speed test or a camera comparison. Speaking of which, speed tests don't take half an hour, it takes a lot more time than that. And reviews take a lot more time because the script part is the most difficult one. I take about a day to write a review script, whereas it takes not more than 45 minutes to an hour for a camera comparison or a speed test. So there it goes. What about you for C4E apps?
Okay, for C4E apps, I usually test the apps for a couple of days and then I write the script. It would take 2 hours for the script. And I have to get the script approved and call Sundar for the voiceovers.
That generally takes a lot more time.
Yeah, that takes a lot of time than the actual process of the making the video. Yeah. Okay, then to get the B-rolls and stuff, like 2 days.
Okay, overall it takes 2 days for you
Yeah.
to make a video. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
next question.
How is your S7's battery holding up? Mine has become really pathetic.
Okay, so I haven't been using the S7 since I stopped testing it for speed tests. So he'll answer the question. He actually owns an S7. So,
Okay, my S7 has been holding good for I've been using it for 6 months or so, and it's been good for me. With casual usage, it would get me a day mostly.
okay, how about testing it for C4E apps? You test a lot of apps on
Yeah.
the S7, right?
I usually have 140 apps on my phone, and it drains the battery at times. But the power saving mode and stuff helps me a lot.
Yeah, the new one on that you
Then-
just showed.
Yeah, the Nougat update. With the Nougat update, Samsung has given options to change the screen resolutions and stuff. That helps a lot actually.
Okay. So anyway, next question.
What's the most annoying thing Sundar has done in the studio? If this question is picked, I believe it's the software.
Okay. You're looking at me. You want me to say what?
Annoying thing you've done in the studio, Sundar.
Actually, there's nothing that I could think of.
Your take?
Okay, the annoying thing he does is misplace the memory cards. He does it all the time.
Really?
Really. A couple of days back, he took the he took the memory card and placed it somewhere no one else can find, and he left the office. And
It wasn't me actually. Okay, anyway, that's
he didn't pick up calls.
That's par for the course. That's regular. That's Sundar for me. So, I mean, unless I call. When I call, he picks up.
I think the more annoying thing for Harris with me is that I do the voiceovers for him very late. I thought that was gonna be your answer.
That was that might have been my answer, but he's trying a lot nowadays, so it's good.
Just listen to me. I'm trying a lot.
Okay. Anyways, the misplacing the memory card is the most annoying thing Sundar does in the office.
Okay.
Okay. Sundar made an update about the VR video on Instagram, but he disabled comments on that post. Please tell us why.
Why not?
Okay, guys, I decided to jump in because I really wanted to know the answer to this. So generally, it's all about engagement. Okay, that is what YouTube is, that's what Instagram is, that's what social media is for. So, even when there are certain controversial things happening and I see another friend of mine who's disabling comments or on something, I usually tell them don't. And he's been there when I've said that. So I really was very curious as to why would you turn off comments? Why?
Just for the sake of it.
Okay, so his answer is just for the sake of it, by which he means he doesn't want his friends to see everybody asking him the questions, and then when his friends watch him, as in notice him watching The Walking Dead at the back bench in college, and they walk up to him and say, dude, have a conscience, why don't you go to work and finish the VR video? He doesn't want that pressure. So if you're watching this, you can head straight on over to Instagram or any post of his, start bugging him about the VR video.
Oh, they
That's
already
totally
do.
fine.
They already do.
Okay, for
See,
those
that's
of
the
you who
reason
aren't
I
doing
disabled
it-
the comments on that particular picture.
It's sad. The easier thing to do is just shoot the video.
Yeah, I am gonna do that.
Okay, next question. What will happen to the returned smartphone due some minor issues? Will they resell it or send it to the company? So guys, usually this is what comes back to you as a refurbished unit. So it goes back to the manufacturer and they fix it and all that, but they can't by law sell that back to you as a new unit. So it comes back as a refurbished unit. And in some cases, they don't find any issues. People keep returning stuff. OnePlus price, OnePlus 1, 21K, OnePlus 2, 25K, OnePlus 3, 28K, 30K, moving premium in pricing also. Your thoughts? Justified. 2008 when I had, there's this nice little fast food joint near my place. 2004 I used to have parotas there, one parota $3. And then around 2006, 2007 it was around $5-6. And today one parota is like $15. So do you really think the hotel is moving towards the more premium segment, or because it's still the same place, it's still like a very small place? Year on year everything increases, dude. Prices go up. So
It's
even
not
you
just with
no,
OnePlus, right?
yeah, exactly. When you look at the higher premium and the premium phones, you don't see a lot of hike, because Samsung S6 launched it around 48, 49, and S7 also launched at that price.
49.
But the difference over here is Samsung have just sacrificed a little bit of their profit margins, which they can because they have a huger margin. But for a brand like OnePlus or Xiaomi, it's a lot more visible. It's a lot more easier to notice. So when you look at the OnePlus 3T and the OnePlus 1, there's a lot more metal use. They go moving towards a more premium build as well. So there are, the costs are directly being translated, which is why, again, I don't work for OnePlus, so I don't really know what happens, but my best educated guess would be this. Do you agree?
Yeah, totally. And not, like I said, it's not just with OnePlus. Even Xiaomi has been doing the same thing. The Mi 3 launched at 14,000, right? And the Mi 4 launched at 20,000, if I'm right. And the Mi 5 about 25,000. And even take Apple. Samsung, like he said, it's got huge margins, so they can actually compromise on the price. So what about Apple? Even they have very huge margins. But iPhone 4S 43,500, iPhone 5 around 48 or 49, iPhone 5S even more than that. We are at iPhone 7 now, it's around 60,000. That's how it happens.
Yeah, the S2 was what, 20 grand when it came out?
28, yeah,
28.
I remember.
Yeah, so the Galaxy S was 20.
20. I
Yeah,
remember.
20. Vijay bought it, remember?
Okay.
20. Yes. According to you, what is the main reason for LG failing in the market? Because a year or two before it was doing
Pretty well.
fair. Why do you think LG is failing in the market?
Right now, the only reason is the pricing. The other reason would be the competition. Samsung is doing excellent nowadays. Whereas a couple of years back, they were kind of equal, you can't really go like this is definitely the better one out
It
there.
wasn't really, see, that's not, at least in India, that's not really the reason why LG is failing. See guys, this is what it is. Samsung is a behemoth when it comes to marketing. Okay.
Marketing, yeah.
Again, I have the need to say this every video. They managed to sell 10 million J2s. Okay, if they manage to sell, trick 10 million innocent souls into buying that, I'm too lazy to bleep out stuff when I'm editing it, so I'm just not going to say anything. But if they're able to do that, they can actually sell anything. So they can actually sell S sand in the desert. They could if they wanted to. So when competing with the marketing of Samsung, when LG also has decent marketing but not quite as good as Samsung's, they need to do something innovative, something different, as in be competitive with the price. But LG tries to, sometimes their prices are more expensive than Samsung, and Samsung has a better retail chain, meaning Samsung phones get launched faster from the date of announcement to the day they go hit the shelves.
The reach is better. with
Yeah, the
Samsung.
reach is better, and it also whatever marketing they have, they manage to capitalize on it by launching the phones quick. Whereas with the LG, that's not the case. Fun fact: I think it was the G4. The phone went on sale, and 2 weeks later they had a launch in India. So they have very weird stuff. Marketing and sales don't really go hand in hand. They have weirdness there. And that's the thing. LG needs to try to be more competitive, and they just haven't been.
Yeah. And right now they're in even more trouble with the G6, Snapdragon 835, 821.
Samsung has basically they've bought out all the 835, so LG has to go with the 821. And when they're on even footing, Samsung wins. And now that they have a
Better chip.
Samsung wins. The result's the same. The new iPhone is set to cost over $1,000. Do you think Apple will be able to meet its target by selling at that price?
At least in India, no. I
In
don't.
India, it's already $1,000.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. When it's $650 in the US, it's priced at $60,000 here. So what about when it's sold at $1,000 in the US? It's gonna be around 80,000. At which price you could get 128 gig variant of the iPhone right now.
Yeah.
How often do you see people having a 128 or a 256 gig variant? Not often.
Yeah, so see, I don't know. It's still all speculation. I don't see. I mean, if they did actually do $1,000 phone, it would be more along the lines of the ceramic edition Apple Watch that they did, right? So, limited edition thing that still the fans are gonna buy. You know, it would be like, you know, if it's a special edition iPhone, it would be nice to watch The Walking Dead on. Don't you think? How OPPO and Vivo came to top in China? Why companies like Xiaomi, Apple, and Samsung losing their market share?
Absolutely no idea. I think it's the marketing.
Again,
Oppo
marketing,
does-
I see. Chinese market has kind of become like very price sensitive. I'm sorry, very competitive. They've been competing on price for way too long, like Xiaomi and Leico and Meizu. But what happened is people wanted a bit more premium phones. So something like Oppo and Vivo, who went for brand visibility with a lot of marketing, not necessarily more premium phones, not necessarily better phones, not really. They're still using 720p displays on a 17 grand phone.
Yeah.
So that's ridiculous. But they managed to do the marketing right. So yesterday we were in Forum Mall, me and Taj. Okay, we were there, and there was like a big outside. You see, it's full Vivo, Vivo, Vivo. You walk in the what do you call it? The escalators. They have Oppo over there. So there's so much they're spending on branding, and again, they're paying a lot to the retailer. If you walk into any regular old mobile store and try it, I mean, they're gonna push you to buy a Oppo Vivo,
Yeah, Oppo Vivo.
or a Samsung, because Samsung's always been traditionally been paying good margins. But it's all Oppo Vivo now. They do pretty much doing in India. They're doing what Xiaomi did a couple of years back, and in China this is kind of work because people are sick and tired of, the what do you say? People are sick and tired of the buying based on price, and they wanted something a little premium. And these guys built their brand value, and they got it done. That is what's happening. Again, Apple and Samsung are still not gonna really be affected. Samsung has been affected a little bit, but they will stabilize. It's brands like Xiaomi and Leica who need to watch out because they're the ones who are losing market share and losing market share rapidly.
Yeah, a close friend of mine actually walked into a store and he actually wanted to consult me on what smartphone to buy, but he couldn't reach me and he actually ended up with a Vivo phone.
What is that one moment / scene in a game that will live in you forever? And Sundar, do not discriminate, please. Okay, I changed the question a little bit, but still, that's what he meant. I know, Amartya.
Okay, what about you?
You didn't say it.
Say what?
What is that one moment? I'll say something, you'll say leaving for the moment again.
I'd have to think a lot. Okay, actually, I can answer this one.
So that you
I'll
can
answer
think
it.
and say something. Okay.
Yeah.
For me, it would be the biggest letdown was probably the Mass Effect ending. I don't want to go into spoilers, but if I want to think back, it's the first WWE game I played, to be honest. I guess it's SmackDown 2, because before that, around grade 7, grade 8, my cousin used to talk it up a lot. They're so lifelike, it's like amazing and all that. And the first time I didn't have a PlayStation back then. There was this emulator called Bleem that we used. So the first time I put it up, and the frame rates were really pathetic and all that, but the first time I saw it, I was like, oh my god, this is lifelike. It's not really a moment or whatever, but if you want to go moment, the first People's Elbow playing SmackDown 2.
Okay. For me,
The same thing.
defeating him in WWE, SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, I guess.
Okay.
I never used to. I was a bad player back then.
He still is.
See, I defeated him.
Yeah, he keeps spamming Undertaker. Same running DDT, running DDT, running DDT, running DDT.
Yeah, he knew it and still couldn't do anything about it.
Once. Do you think OnePlus should have one budget phone like the OnePlus X? Wouldn't that give them a wider reach? Sundar, don't discriminate.
I think it's a pretty good idea. What about you?
The Sundar don't discriminate part is definitely a pretty good idea. I agree too. Guys, I would really love it if they have a OnePlus X2 because I love smaller phones and the OnePlus X wasn't really a bad phone either. But I am totally with OnePlus when they say they can't support multiple phones and they want to focus on the ones they have at hand. That's a brand trying to do nice things. So yes, I would love to see them have another phone, but let's wait. Whenever they feel they can support phones well, they do it. That's totally fine. And props to OnePlus for not thinking about reach and trying to keep the people you have, the people you've reached already happy. Not a lot of brands do that. And by the way, I've spoken a lot of nice things about OnePlus. So to all those asking, no, this video is not sponsored by OnePlus yet. And OnePlus, if you're watching, you can give me a call. We would like for you to sponsor our chances. We don't have a sponsor yet. So yeah. Vivo, OPPO don't reveal SoC, just octa quad-core, 4 GB RAM, 20 megapixel, non-tech savvy people suffer. Can anything be done? What's your answer?
Yeah, they're more inclined towards letting people know.
They're
about
wrong
the frame.
about doing it, right? It's wrong, right?
That's not wrong. They're not wrong. They do have an octa or a quad core, and they say it. They don't really mention the SoC, which I guess most people
Why are they
reading
not
the
mentioning
newspapers won't really understand.
Yeah, but that's still better than not even talking about the processor, right? I mean, Apple doesn't even do that, right?
They say it in Fusion chip.
Where?
Everywhere.
Okay, you see that, you saw that
See, the word fusion chip doesn't really.
A9 was mentioned, A8 was mentioned. Like, I'm not talking about inside the website, but like in the advertisements and stuff.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, anyway, guys, that's just Apple bashing apart. Okay? Actually, when I think about it, they do mention it. But even Samsung does this with their mid-rangers. They just mention quad and octa and whatnot. And basically,
Yeah, super fast quad core processor.
with turbo speed
J2.
technology.
Yeah.
Turbo speed technology.
Turbo speed.
Which has only been marketed on the J2. S7 doesn't have it. S8 will not have it. God only knows. And again, does the S8 have smart glow?
No.
I don't think so.
It's a bad phone. It doesn't have smart glow.
Yeah, better buy a J2 instead with a A10 chip.
Anyway, back to the question.
Oh yeah. So it's something that brands have been doing for a while. They just mentioned quad and octas and they don't want you to really look into the processor. And a lot of people just go with like, okay, quad, octa. So yeah, he was actually on the right track saying the right thing. And I just...
Wanted to mess things up.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't have done it. Hindsight's always 20/20. Anyway, coming back, Note 5 at 35K after cashback and OnePlus 3T at 30K. Which is best? Preference and order camera battery performance.
This is actually a tough one.
Actually.
You know that episode where you said stuff over and over again? I think it's something happened to me because I switched to this play.
Fair enough.
Okay, camera. Note 5's got the same camera as the S6, right?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
already told you on one of the previous episodes, the S6 and the OnePlus 3's camera are pretty much the same. The rear camera, I mean. Battery, definitely the Note 5, right?
Probably,
You've
yes.
used both phones, so yeah, Note 5. And performance, the OnePlus 3T has better performance, but it's just marginally better, right?
It's actually better. The thing is,
better.
Note 5 will still give you a Quad HD display, which the OnePlus 3T will not give you, but the OnePlus 3T will give you 6 gigs of RAM.
Yeah.
See, this is what it is. The OnePlus 3T is priority for OnePlus. So they will update it a lot longer than Samsung is ever going to update the Note 5. Okay, and Samsung has a bad habit with updates. So anyway, they will update it. Of course, it will get nougat, but after that, I don't know. Probably Samsung doesn't know either. Anyway, if you want the stylus, me personally, I would probably pick the Note 5 because I'm a Note guy. I love the stylus. I love the S Pen, and that's very innovative. If any other brand would offer me an S Pen, a digitizer, I would really like to try that. But as of now, since only the Notes have it, and please
stylus.
don't mention the stylus. That's just a gimmick. That's not a digitizer. That's just a regular old whatever. So since only the Note offers it, and the processor is not really bad. The 7420 is still an excellent chip, and it is capable of. I mean, it wouldn't beat the 821, but it's capable of.
Comes close.
Yeah,
It definitely comes close.
So if you like Samsung's ecosystem, if you like the Samsung TouchWiz, if you like the S Pen
digitizer,
and if you
want
have
better battery life.
and if you're somebody who's like waiting with a bated breath for his VR video so that you can buy yourself a VR headset and you're into VR, then I would say do not wait for his video because I don't know when it's going to come, but you can go with the Note 5. But if, again, I've said too many buts, if the speed of the interface, if a stock Android-esque experience, if rapid, fast updates, if these are things, and holding an insane number of apps in memory, if these are things that you'd like, then it's the OnePlus 3T. So, and this is something I had a friend actually point this out to me, this friend of mine who's watching episodes of Ash Answers and stuff, and he was like, when you ask the question to choose between two phones, you never give us a straight answer. It's always this is good at this and this is good with that. Why do you do it? So I just want, just because this came up, because there's never an outright winner.
I know. I just thought of it. I went by exactly what the question asked me. You get it?
Yeah, so there's never a straight answer for anything. Unless your question is like, should I buy a S7 or a J2?
Yeah, exactly.
Then I could give you a straight answer. But otherwise, it's always, every phone has its own pros and cons, right? So we need to give you that. Your thoughts on the HTC 10 Evo? Your thoughts on the HTC 10 Evo?
It'll be dead even before launch, I guess.
Yep.
Snapdragon 810 at 49K.
The
way they are marketing it.
Yeah. And then it's actually cool, man. It's at an attractive price of 49,000 rupees for an 810 phone. By the way, guys, let's all, the best way to talk about this is actually, let's all take a moment of silence for those poor souls who've bought this phone.
$810s were priced at 49K a year back.
2 years back.
Yeah,
almost.
sorry, 2 years back.
Yeah, last year was 820, so it was like 2 years back. And Mi Note 2 versus OnePlus 3T camera. The Mi Note 2 does well in certain situations, but the OnePlus 3T would be my pick. Because the Mi Note 2, the sensor, it's like 22.56 megapixels crammed into that tiny sensor. So the pixel size is like, 1 micron, and that's kind of too small. So it's a
Low light
first
images will be noisy.
Yeah. So I would probably go to OnePlus 3T.
Why companies omit good speakers on smartphones these days?
Because only when they omit good speakers on smartphones can people come back and say your Ash Answers audio is too low. They just want to screw with me. That's the only reason they do it. It's not marketable, guys. It really isn't. When you look at the speaker part of things, HTC did that. They tried to market boom sound, and it is okay, but you didn't really see them moving a lot of phones based on boom sound. So it's not something they can market. It's not something they can visually show. When they talk AMOLED display, they can put that unsaturated display on one side and then like much better and all that stuff. But this is not something they can physically, as in visually show you. And again, when you're looking at reviews, even a reviewer can only say,
we take just one line of the script.
yeah, like the boom sound speakers are much better. Maybe even a couple of lines, but we're not really visually showing you anything. So it's not a marketable point, and that's why I guess they're not paying any.
At the same time, I don't see a lot of people wanting really good speakers on smartphones.
Yeah, because
It's not something that would hurt to have, but
end of the day, even if you have stereo front-facing speakers, if you're in a room, if you're traveling somewhere, you're at your hotel and you're planning to actually listen to music over there, you're gonna take a Bluetooth speaker with you or headphones, of course.
Why aren't you doing any vlog? It's been a long time since you uploaded one.
So last week, one day I decided to do a vlog. I wake up, I'm like, okay, you know what? Today I'm gonna shoot a vlog. So I take my iPhone. I thought, let me do it on the iPhone.
Oh,
So I try signing into it. It doesn't sign in. Okay. So at that moment, I didn't want to go into my room because I just wanted to get this all set up before I go turn my PC on. And then I actually walk up to get myself a Coke, and I see this water all over the place. So someone had left the tap open in the kitchen and water had actually flown out. Like we get water for 1 hour via a tap in the morning, and that's flooded the kitchen, and that's into my room, below my UPS, my carpet's soaked. And then I actually go in and turn my PC on. We, clear all that up and then go turn my PC on. It wouldn't boot. So this followed with a few weird stuff happening, and I decided, today's not the day, let me not do it. So anyway, guys, I am planning to do a vlog. If you guys would like to see us do a vlog, we will do one. I was actually thinking maybe we take a phone, and if you're gonna do experiment with the camera. Again, this is something we teased in the past with the OnePlus 3 or the 3T, I don't remember. And then Varda hit. The day we were supposed to actually go out. So that was the plan. So here are spoilers. We were thinking of, taking any phone that we are covering, taking it out, shooting footage and whatnot. And that'll be a vlog. That'll also be, testament to how that phone performs. So it's like 2 kind of videos in one. And what do you think about the idea? If you think the idea sucked, go ahead. Do not vote it down. You vote down the video if you hated the video. If you think the idea sucked, let me know in the comments. Last week we didn't get comments. So comment. Yeah, let me know. If you did like the idea, again, comment.
And give it a thumbs up as well. Give this video.
Yeah. I mean, if you did like the video, then again, you can give it a thumbs up. So that's all the time we have, because, you mentioned thumbs up and thumbs down. You should have known. We're at the end of the video. Why are we at the end of the video? Because we have a big, huge blooper reel of him and Harris trying to open the video. That's like a big, long blooper reel. That's gonna be whatever. I know you're gonna see it and you're gonna go like, why are bloopers this long? Believe me, guys, I'm gonna actually only play 10% of what happened. All right. So anyway, if you hated this video, go ahead, find that dislike button, the thumbs down button, hit it. But if you loved the video, if you at least didn't hate it, go ahead, let us know. Give this video a thumbs up. And give this video a thumbs up because I am doing it with a sore throat. You guys can hear that I sound weird. That's why I've not been recording voiceovers either. So I've got a weird throat. So, and he is sitting between me and my water. So I've not even had a sip of water this entire shoot. And give this video a thumbs up. I can wait.
Yeah. Done.
Comment. Okay, we did the wait for the comment thing. So this time we're not repeating it. We're not getting redundant. So we are waiting for your thumbs up. And anyway, guys, that's it for now.
Thanks a lot for watching. This is Sundar and Ash, who just left, leaving for the moment.
And anyway, guys, that's it for now.
Thanks a lot for watching.
Leaving for the moment.
So yeah, thanks a lot for watching.
You can do the outro, dude.
I don't know. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Sundar and Ash, who just left, leaving for the moment.
Have a great day. Sim ejector is back. Bye-bye now. Leaving for the moment. Leaving for the moment. Can you say it once?
Leaving for the moment.
One more time, please.
No.
I don't like this. Just think about it for a minute.
I think it'll be cooler to watch it on a TV.
Yeah, we cut it.
Larger.
I already cut it.
Why?
I don't know, because it's more fun cutting you off over there.
Hey, this is Sundar from C4E Tech. What? Okay.
They wanted to start with the blooper, I guess.
Hey, this is Sundar from C4E Tech, along with our new co-host, Harris. Hey, this is Sundar from C4E Tech, along with a new co-host, Harris. And welcome to another episode of Ash
Nobody
Answers.
asked me if he's new or not.
Hey, this is Sundar from C4E Tech, along with my co-host, I'm sorry. Hey, this is Sundar from C4E Tech, along with our co-host Harris, and welcome to another episode of Ash Answers.
Ash Answers is a show.
Ash Answers is the show.
Hey, this is Sundar from C4E Tech, with our new co-host Harris.
New co-host na ketana.
New irundha enna adu thana varuduna. Hey, this is Sundar from C4E Tech, along with my co-host Harris, and welcome to another episode of Ash Answers.
Ash Answers is a show where you tweet out. Ash Answers is a show where we tweet out.
Hey guys, this is Harris and Sundar from C4 Tech, and welcome to another episode of Ash Answers. Ash Answers is the show where we answer your questions that you tweet out to us with the hashtag. Against for the user because of updates or the lack thereof.
அப்படியே நான் வாய் அசைக்கிறேன். I'd probably take the me mix with me to the past.
That was my answer, and I said it to him before the shoot. And
Okay, what would it be for you apart from the me mix?
1 second. Guys, I'm off cam, but isn't this ridiculous? As in, I understand you ripping my answers off. And you guys seriously. The positioning of the seats might change. Sundar doesn't.
I said it to him 5 minutes earlier, and